My question is to the Prime Minister. Today is Equal Pay Day. Will the Prime Minister adopt Labor's plan to require companies with more than 250 staff to publicly report their gender pay gap and to prohibit pay secrecy clauses that prevent some employees from disclosing their remuneration?
The Prime Minister has the call.
Well, thank you, Mr Speaker. And I note that the gender pay cap is now at 14.2%. And, Mr Speaker, when we came to government, it was 17.4%, Mr Speaker. And Mr Speaker, and it rose even higher than that, as the Treasurer reminds me, 18.2% while Labor was in government. And this is something I'm sure that everyone in this House is working to achieve the outcomes that ensures that we close that gap. And that Australian women, who make up the majority of those who lost jobs during the COVID-19 crisis and ongoing, Mr Speaker, they have also been those who have most fully participated in the comeback of the job creation that we saw after the COVID-19 recession of last year. The female participation rate still exceeds pre-COVID-19 levels at 61.4% in July of 2021. 1 million jobs have been created since May 2020 and 54.4% of those jobs, Mr Speaker, have gone to women. There are 78,000 more women employed in the most recent figures of July 2021 than in March of 2020 before the impact of COVID-19. Now, we've delivered record high women's workforce participation and record low gender pay gaps, Mr Speaker, and our economic plan, the economic plan that was set out in last year's budget, the economic recovery plan from COVID-19, which continues to support getting women more opportunities to participate in the workforce, Mr Speaker, as the Women's Economic Security Statement underpinned. That budget statement included $1.9 billion to support women's workforce participation and economic security, $1.7 billion to increase the childcare subsidy for families with 2 and more children aged 5 and under, $42.4 million, Mr Speaker, over 7 years, $24.7 over the next 4 years to support nearly 600 women to pursue higher-level STEM qualifications, $38.3 million over 5 years, Mr Speaker, in the Women's Leadership and Development Program to boost women's employment opportunities and set Australian women up for future jobs. We're removing the $450 a month threshold for the superannuation guarantee at a cost of $31.5 million, Mr Speaker. Our government continues to see more women realising their economic opportunities in this country, whether it's to secure the career they're seeking, Mr Speaker, to have the choices that they want to have in this country and that they haven't had, Mr Speaker, in the past, and securing those opportunities for them in their future. But all of it is underpinned by something very important, and that is the economic plan that actually lifts the whole country, Mr Speaker. The economic plan that lifts the whole country. And we know and we have seen the resilience of the Australian economy, Mr Speaker, throughout this pandemic. And despite the blows of COVID, Mr Speaker,
the Prime Minister's time has concluded.